Phil Heath entered the Mr. Olympia event the exact same way that he left, with a third place finish. Very interesting. Reminds me of Casey Viator. This is a fan request from you guys to do a comparison between Phil Heath at the 2008 Mr. Olympia, which, like I said, was his first, and his last, the 2020, placing third all around. Interestingly enough, Phil, and if you didn't realize this, he was quite aesthetically pleasing. He had a trim midsection, good separated abs. No, he didn't have your traditional six-pack, things of that nature, but pretty darn good midsection nonetheless. Now, how did he hold up? You know what? Considering your Dorian Yates's, your Ronnie Coleman's is missing body parts, lats, biceps, triceps, things of that nature. Phil's not bad. Phil's not bad. Distended midsection, yes, but no missing body parts. Let's go through these shots and see how this dude held up from 2008 till 2020. As if any of us at home could do any better, right? I mean, come on. Like I said, if you're going to nitpick about the midsection all day long, you're not going to get anywhere. Obviously, he has a distended midsection. It's not going to be anywhere near as good as 2008. His lats appear to be more flaring back in the day. Maybe he was posing better. I don't know. Can't really see it. But I think maybe his lats were a little bit bigger. So it'll be interesting to see the back shots. Biceps? His arms? Just as good, I would say. So he was able to keep up with the Joneses as far as the biceps, triceps are concerned. So the guy is pretty darn good. I mean, give him some credit. Here's the front lat spread. And yeah, that midsection makes this one. And like I noticed, the lats were bigger. And as an added touch to the framework, the delts are much more tremendous, much more apparent. They're there back in 2008. So it's an altogether better pose. I think this one's more affected by age than his front double bi. But that's the lats and the delts. And the wheels, didn't really mention those. His teardrops appear to be shorter now. Well, maybe I missized it. I don't know. I don't think so, though. It seems like the tie-ins, things of that nature are affected also by, let's face it, age. No spring chicken. And when you're wear and tear, here's a side. When your wear and tear is of an Olympia caliber champion, it's not exactly, pushing a pencil. The CIA got you pushing too many pencils, Dylan. And what's this fucking tie business? Forget my tie, man. Come on, Dylan. But anyway, hard to size this one because he's bending at the knees more back in the day. His hanging hamstring, legendary. Pretty darn good. His condition looks maybe better from the side back in the day. Delt difference, hard to tell because he's posing different. I like how he is sticking his big man's manly chest out a little bit more in 2020. But let's face it, guys. Muscle separation, the quality, that condition that he brought in 2009. Wow. Thing of beauty. Side tricep, also difficult to size. He's not hitting the pose the exact same way. Going more to the side, 2020. Look at his delt here. That is interesting, is it not? His delt was disappeared in the front lat spread. I guess maybe it was just the way he was hitting the pose position. Come on, Dylan, you son of a... But here, yeah, look at the delt in 2008. Appears to be much, much smaller. Tricep for tricep, I'd say he's about the same. Might be slightly girthier back in '08, but I think it's more the angle that he's holding his arm. He's actually posed pretty good here. But yeah, to keep up with yourself back in 2008 for this man, he is a true man's man. Phil Heath. Not kissing his butt. Speaking of butt, his glutes were peeled back in '08, and his glutes were pretty shredded too. For 2020, it wasn't his traditional inside and out type condition that he brought, I don't know, pretty much every year. Phil Heath's condition was very consistent. This is probably his softest, his smoothest. Too smooth, monsoon. Hard to size again because he's holding his legs different. His back is Probably much better now, or 2 years ago now. My goodness, time flies. But like I said, he's holding the pose position, little bit different. So it is hard to size at the end of the day. Go to the rear double. The same type of deal here. Definitely not going to be the same size because he's sticking his back upright in 08, which I like. I like that Christmas trees, baby, please. Papa! Louis Marco. He was a riot. He's sticking his back, his lats back, like his delts, things of that nature, creating more of a thickness in the lats, and you can see that. That's three-dimensional thickness. I mean, if a judge were to look at these two backs, he'd probably go with 2020. Much more aesthetic, though, back in the day. Wow. So Phil Heath, I think out of all the champions, your Dorian Yates and your Ronnie Coleman's first and last Olympias, I think this guy, he kept up with himself pretty darn good. Not a lot of wear and tear. Abs and thigh. Keep in mind, Ronnie Coleman's first Olympia. Wow, back in 92. So yeah, he was probably half the size. Phil Heath, about the exact same size. His weight didn't fluctuate. That's a good big word too. Where was I? Oh yeah. Whenever I land a big word like that in a conversation, I just stick my chest out. Anybody hear that? Fluctuate? And then I forget what I was talking about, so it kind of ruins the whole situation. But yeah, I wouldn't say 20 pounds, 10, 15, 20 pounds between his lightest and his heaviest, which is not a whole heck of a lot, guys. When you think Phil Heath is a mass monster, 2017, he was a beast of a man. But anyway, abs, what do you want me to say, guys? What do you want me to say? You guys can say it all in the comment section. He's got a double bubble, triple double bubble. But here's the most muscular. We are being kind to Phil Heath today for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I feel bad about that. The gut Phil Heath. The return of the gut, I think I called the video. Maybe I feel bad for that. So today we're being kind. And the midsection doesn't really play a whole heck of a lot of a part in this. Well, it does kind of. He looks crisp. Look at the abs. Back in 08, he was crisp. His arms are just barrel arms. I mean, this is incredible stuff, guys. Legs, throughout the entire competition, it was hard to gauge size or improvement, I should say, for the lack of a better term, because he's holding his legs at a different position, which leads me to believe he improved. He's more comfortable holding his legs the way he was in 2020 as opposed to 08. But my soul, he sure looks good in both. So yeah, like I said, I mean, you take into consideration your Olympia champions go through a lot of wear and tear. Your Jay Cutler's, even his 2013 version, his back was, all beat up. Ronnie Coleman, his lat was all beat up. He was in a lot of trouble in 2007 too. And probably Dorian Yates, maybe the worst out of, your multiple time Olympia champions. Worst for wear, I should say. For the last time they appeared on the Olympia stage. Of course, Dorian won his, which is crazy when you think about it. But anyway, I try not to. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. That was your You Pick 2 Tuesday. I did it slow. I like it fast better. Hit thumbs up on it and subscribe to the channel, guys. Have a great one.